I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, Sanchayan, we can see your screen.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone joining today's webinar session. So my name is Sanchayan Chatterjee. I'm a manager for product success in the Bentley team. So I generally look after products related to CAD visualization as well as building products. So I look after MicroStation, Open Building Designer, Legion, and Luminati. So today we will be discussing on this webinar about our what MicroStation 2024 can do to transform your infrastructural digital twin products, and what are the new updates that has come in the MicroStation 2024, which was released last month. So I'll be your host for this webinar. So I have been part of Bentley for almost 8 years now. So I am an architect by training, and I joined Bentley in 2017. I was a practicing architect, and now I look after the product success team in the solution engineering. So let's go ahead with the agenda for today's session. So we have total of 5 agendas. So these are the topics that we will cover in today's webinar. So we will explore MicroStation's capabilities with reality models. Now, you all must know about reality model, but here we will cover some of the updates that has happened in the reality model space inside MicroStation. We will also cover the collaboration and workflow with the iTwin. We will also cover an interesting topic, which is MicroStation's integration with Python. So here you can create, customize, and automate workflows using the Python scripting. We can improve productivity with MicroStation 2024, and there are a lot of updates which has happened. And we will show you some of the extended interoperability of MicroStation 2024. Be great. Okay, so now moving on to the next next part of the webinar is, first we will be discussing what is MicroStation and what are the 3 capabilities that are provided by MicroStation. So MicroStation 2024 is a powerful, intuitive, and collaborative CAD software package that has the new workflows and enhancement to enable better real-time collaboration. It can also improve design automation. It will give you a versatile customization and seamless GIS integration for deliverables. So the top 3 capabilities that MicroStation 2024 gives you are, the first one is model anything anywhere. The next one is read and consolidate anything. And the last one is report everything and inform everyone of whatever you have done. Now, apart from this, MicroStation actually helps you in achieving a lot of tasks in your infrastructure project. So over here, you can see that whenever you are starting a work in MicroStation, you can do everything using MicroStation's capabilities. So if you are starting with existing context, you can capture existing site condition. You can, for the conceptual model part where there is no concept station tool, you can use MicroStation to do your conceptual modeling. If you want to do any subsurface geotechnical analysis, you can analyze your site conditions via MicroStation. Obviously, model design can be done in MicroStation regardless of the disciplines. 3D modeling will help you over there. You can have model detailing, like you can enrich your model with the details required by each of the discipline. And then MicroStation also helps you in producing deliverables. You can create multidisciplinary drawings and reports. And finally, you can visualize your project directly inside MicroStation with its visualization capabilities. So now we are going to move on to the first topic, which is the geospatial context enhancements that has happened in MicroStation 2024. So in MicroStation 2024, there are several enhancements that has happened. Most of the enhancements are related to the shapefile features. So previously you were able to import shapefiles. Now you will be able to import shapefiles with some of the enhancements that we'll cover. Along with, you will be able to export shapefile tools as well. Apart from that, you will get other enhancements which we'll cover. So let's move on to the first enhancement. The first enhancement is the shapefile import using the coordinate system support. So you can see you have a new geospatial type file type in the import file data, and from here you can import your shapefile. So whenever importing shapefiles, the data is reprojected according to the DGN coordinate system, and the semantic data is preserved in item types. Now, another enhancement that has happened is that whenever you are using many shape files that needs to be imported, it is now possible to import it from a single operation. Since shapefile can only contain features of the same class, it is typical that several files must be imported to define a geospatial context. Now, this feature will allow you to save time by importing all the required files in a single operation at one point of time. Another enhancement that has happened in the geospatial context is that shapefiles import can now be integrated with ProjectWise. So it is possible to import shapefiles saved inside ProjectWise. Users do not have to export their shapefiles out of ProjectWise before they can import them into MicroStation. Everything can be done in one operation. So this actually saves you a lot of time by reading the shapefiles directly from ProjectWise to import them in MicroStation. Now we will look at one of the shapefile import functionality that has been enhanced. So over here, you can go to the import option, import a particular shapefile. So we're going to import this. These are the two shapefiles that we are looking to import. As I've mentioned, you can import both of them at the same time, or you can import multiple projects at the same time. So you can see how easily you can import shapefiles, and the data is reprojected to the right location. So you do not have to import one by one. You can import many simultaneously. A new feature that has happened is the shapefile export. Now it is possible to export shapefiles using MicroStation 2024, including properties that are stored in item types. Now, shapefile is one of the most important geospatial interoperability format, and it is not only supported by MicroStation, but also by others. Now, users can now export shapefiles directly from MicroStation, and it saves you a lot of time and effort for the export. Apart from this, you also have the integration with ProjectWise in shapefile export as well. So the destination of shapefiles can directly be created in ProjectWise. Users do not have to import files created by export into shapefiles into ProjectWise. They can do everything in one operation. Users can now export shapefiles directly from MicroStation into ProjectWise, saving a lot of time and effort. Now, this is another example where I'll show you how the shapefile export functionality works. So you can go to export, and there is an option of exporting a shapefile by templates, item types, and so on. So you can choose which are the shapefiles you want to export, and then you can export them all in that particular location, and you will be able to see all of the export shapefiles here in your out folder. There is also a new update on the S3 ArcGIS REST map service. So you can get the feature attribute information displayed at the cursor position from where the S3 ArcGIS map service with just one click. Previously, the users did not have access to detailed information of features used to build the raster representation of a map. Now you will be able to get all benefits of the S3 map service over the S3 feature service without losing access to the feature attributes. Now, these benefits include faster display and up-to-date information that will be available. Apart from that, you will also it is also possible to define the symbolization of elements using the element templates. Previously, the symbolization of the elements were defined by the S3 service, which would not allow you to match the way the users would want their elements to behave in MicroStation. But now elements can be displayed in either way that they are set up in GIS or how the users wants them to be displayed. So previously you would not have been able to do or change any transparency features, but now you will be able to do that. Another important update that has come in MicroStation 2024 is the query and clear feature tool. So if you run the query and feature tool inside MicroStation 2024, you will be able to select the spatial extent and connections to the used when querying and clearing geospatial features from the web feature service. Previously, it was only possible to query the extent of the active view, and the clear tool was deleting all of the spatial features over the queried active model. Now, this adds a lot of flexibility to users who are using the query and clear feature tools. It will actually help you synchronize your your contextual features of the project in a very synchronized manner. Now, moving on to the next part, which is real-time collaboration with iTwin. iTwin enabled collaboration workflow. Now, one of the most significant values that MicroStation 2024 brings is the ability for real-time collaboration to visualize the project at the phase of the designing process. The new work in progress collaboration workflow with CAD environment allow users to view, analyze, and synchronize WIP models in near real time, improving design collaboration and model changes, enabling very quickly optimized feedback and design integration before pushing the changes into the shared eye model in the digital twin. So let's see an example. Here you will be able to see if I am looking to make any changes in the normal design work, I can fix an error. These changes will be implemented automatically. So if I go and create a slab and create some, able to see that if I sync my view it to WIP, and then if I open the WIP, you will see all of the changes have been reflected over here, and it shows all of the information as well. So once you turn on the changes properties, you will be able to change. You will be able to see what are the changes that has been done. Now, if you go to project-wise, and then if you go to iModels, and from iModels, if you go to the view that has just been saved over here, so you will be able to see that it will open the iModel and it will show you what the changes has happened. So you can see, you can now seamlessly integrate whatever you model inside MicroStation, and you can integrate them directly to your iTwin or iModels. This is another example where the user working with MicroStation wants to make any changes. So you can sync your changes directly, and you will be seeing that MicroStation will do the graphical element and it will update all of the graphical elements. Now, if you go to attach iModel, and if you go to the local iModel, you will be able to see that you can now attach a particular iModel to this particular location. So now you can see it is very easy to work with iModels in a synchronized manner. Whatever model that you had placed has been integrated into the iModel over here. And you can also use the modify tools within MicroStation to make certain changes. If you want to, make the changes as per integration with the set file, you will be able to do that without any problem. So now you can see how easy it is to actually make the changes. I can then remove a particular information from this particular part, and you will be able to see that this is now seamlessly integrating with all of the updates that has happened. Now I can sync this change and it will be implemented directly inside my iModel. Now, moving on to our third topic, which is one of the most interesting topics that has come up in MicroStation 2024, is that there has been a new way for you to design automation with the support of Python language. You can now create, customize, and automate workflows tailored for your project needs. MicroStation's customization and automation functionality has been extended with the integration of Python. And why we have done this? Because it's the most popular and scalable scripting language that is available. Now you may ask that why have we used Python? It's very easy. So there are a list of things why we have used Python. The first one is it's very easy to learn and use. You will be able to mature and support communities using Python. There are thousands of Python libraries that are available to you on the internet. Python is known for its versatility, efficiency, reliability, and speed. Again, with Python, you can actually work with big data, you can work with machine learning, cloud computing, and so on. So Python is the first choice language for many programmers and students. And the most important one, it's open source. So that's why we have integrated Python with MicroStation. So let me show you an example of how the design automation with Python works. So in this example, I'll show you if I go to utilities, and you will be able to see that just beside the VBA manager, there will be something known as the Python manager right now. Now with Python manager, you will be getting a list of examples in MicroStation. So here you will be getting a list of examples, like if you want to do certain examples like draw concentric circles, you can use the Python file manager and you can place it on your screen. Similarly, you can create your own different type of information directly from Python scripting over here. You will be able to actually work with many different type of information. You can actually work on different utilities and so on. So it all depends on how you create and manage your Python script.